What's up, guys? It's Looney TNT. Today we're going to talk about sailing and my wish list and the one thing that I want from sailing. Sailing is going to be an interesting skill because it looks like what they're trying to do is they're trying to it's almost like a mega skill where they're trying to incorporate it to a lot of different things, a lot of different skills, and I think that's going to be pretty cool. I think sailing is probably going to change a lot of different things in RuneScape, and I hope they do it the right way. Now, I'm going to give you guys a wish list and one thing that I want from sailing, and hear me out. It's going to sound super overpowered, but it's going to be cool. All right, so in the background here, I'm just doing some Guardians of the Rift. I'm not going to be doing it very efficiently, so don't judge me on that because I'm going to be talking about this. All right. What I want to see is I want to see a new fish in the game. Not a basic lobster or a crab or, anything like that. What I want to see is I want to see something crazy. I want to see a fish that you have to have high level fishing, maybe 95 plus fishing to catch. And you need a high level sailing, 90 plus sailing, to go out into the waters to fish these fish. And a level 99 to cook these. That's what I want. Now, what's going to be so unique about these fish? I want these fish, and numbers and things, it can all be changed, right? So I'm just going to throw out a number. I want a fish that heals for 50. Now, not just 50, right? I don't want it just to click at 50, click at 50, click at 50. What I want is I want you to click on this fish, eat this fish, and this fish heals you for 10 right when you eat it. And for every 5 seconds, it heals you another 10 until it heals you for 50. So you have 25 seconds of healing. Every 5 seconds, it heals you 10. Yeah. That is something that I want so bad. Because a fish like that can be utilized in a lot of different ways. If you're bossing and you're not taking a lot of damage, you could take a lot less food, but you better hope you're not taking spike damage, because if you're taking spike damage, anglerfish are still going to be better. So it's not necessarily taking away from the other fish in the game, because the other fish in the game are super valuable, because you're not getting this straight up just big burst of healing when you're just spam eating, because that's not how this fish does. If you spam eat this fish, it's going to heal you for 10, 10, 10, 10. And then once you stop eating, that 5 seconds starts to tick before it heals you that other time. So I think this would be incredible. It would be like, where would you utilize this fish? Because now there's some little strategy in using this fish, right? Do you want to use it for bossing? Maybe. Maybe if you're not taking a lot of damage, but if you're going to be taking a lot of spike damage, it's probably not the best fish to use, because you're going to be able to heal every 5 seconds for 10, but you can't dictate that damage, right? It's like, well, if I hit like a big spike, am I going to hit another big spike? A Slayer task might be really good if you're not taking like that much damage, but it's just kind of chunking you over time. You click that one fish in that inventory slot. It saves a lot of inventory slot, and it heals you up to 50. I think this would be kind of cool, all right? And, we can even go crazy and say this fish heals for 100. It heals for your maximum amount of HP, but it heals for every 5 seconds or every 10 seconds for 10, whatever it is, right? I think something like this... this would be interesting in the game, because there's going to be a lot of different things. Fishing, I love fishing, right? But fishing overall, when you look at a lot of the fish and stuff, when you look at training methods, there's not a lot of XP to be gained, and there's not a lot of money to be gained in the skill also, right? If you're AFKing anglerfish, you're not going to be making very much money. But these fish might go for a little bit. Who knows? I don't know. It just depends on how good and how often people are using these fish. Would I take a stack of them if I was going to do a Slayer task? I'm not sure. Because you do need those other fish to be able to do that burst healing, but something that heals you over time like that, it would be pretty interesting, and you could even take it to different extremes also. You can do like, let's say you do the fish and you cook it, and it does 50 over 25 seconds. Well, maybe you can do some herbalism at a high level herbalism and be able to crush this fish and make it into a potion that does 100 healing over 10 seconds each time it ticks, versus that, so it doubles the amount of healing, but it also doubles the amount of time, and now it's into a potion form. And I don't know if it's a 1 dose, 2 dose, 3 dose, 4 dose, who knows, right? It's just something that I was thinking about. It's my wish list for sailing, because I love fishing, and I love to have a health over time thing in RuneScape that's not too overpowered, but not underwhelming either. Something that we have different things that, like, I think the region bracelet is supposed to give you health over time or something like that. But something like this as a fish, I think would be really cool. And I think the people from RuneScape, the old school team, could could look at some numbers and figure some things out, and they could even do lower level ones, where it heals for 20, but it heals for like 5 every 5 seconds or something like that. Something to that. But hey, this is just my opinion. This is just me talking. What's your wish list? Like, is there something you really want to see from sailing? I think like I said, I think this skill is going to be pretty unique, and I think it's going to be game changing, and I think it's going to it looks like they're trying to interact with a lot of different skills, which is going to be cool, and it's going to give us a lot of different areas to train. I have some other things that I'm thinking about also that I would like to see, but we'll keep it at one on this one. What do you guys think? Should we get a new fish that heals health over time, or do you guys think that would just be too OP? I'm curious to see what you guys think. All right, guys. Like, favorite, share, subscribe, do what you need to do, and like always, anything goes good with the Dragon Mid.